Dude, fuck the Mountain West. Like, how are you going to come into a tournament 0-11 and just get your ass clapped? In every single facet. I think the only Mountain West team to win was San Diego State. Did fucking Boise State win?
No.
No, fucking, what are we doing?
Yeah.
The trends, man. The trends. We're taking Mountain West teams like they're good. Welcome back to another episode from, I guess it's a new dojo, on what you called the most nuttable couch you've ever seen. I just want you to explain that.
Does this just not look like a couch that you'd want to nut on?
I just want you to repeat what you said when you walked in here and saw this couch.
I just said that's the most nuttable couch I've ever seen.
And you said I want
other people have the same idea.
Yeah, we're sitting on nut. This isn't live from the dojo. This is live from the casting couch. Like, there's just nut on couch.
I mean, the shape of it's just made for...
Yeah, what's going into the nuttable couch
back
bit?
Shots.
Oh. That's your giving on this? Back shots?
Yeah. No,
also, there's enough goddamn mirrors in this room to be a fun house. And if I don't mind explaining, on the bed there's a headboard, and on the headboard is mirrors. So...
I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, you think the guy that was designing it was like, listen, here's what's going to happen in here. Back shots.
Really thinking about the customer on that one.
Do you think it would be weird to make eye contact through the mirror while back shots are being distributed?
With the lights on, like, yeah.
Lights off would be scary.
Yeah, looking at the mirror with the lights off is actually pretty scary.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd enjoy that.
I don't know. I'm not really a mirror guy. Are you a mirror guy?
I'm not a mirror guy. The only experience I've had with a mirror was on the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
It was at... Okay.
Where?
It's at my buddy's uncle's house.
Oh, that's dope.
And his uncle had a mirror on the ceiling, which I
Crazy
felt
Uncle
odd
Mike,
to know about his uncle. That he was just into the mirror on the ceiling bit. But
that's kind of goated, honestly.
It was okay, but it was weird. Like, I didn't... It's like... How many times are you third person? Yeah, you know, all right. Well, here we go. Sorry about that, Jesse. Hope you enjoyed that bit. No, boy, so first day of March... Well, not the first day of March. First day of the tournament really kicked off today. How did your day go?
Crazy day. Started the day off with the first half under bang in the West Virginia game. Very sweaty.
That did start the day off, right?
Very sweaty. It was looking so free, and then they started making threes they couldn't miss. We knew it was going to come down to the last basket. Sure enough, it did. Guy shoots a three, gets stuck in the rim. Legacies. 3 seconds left. Missed the three-pointer. Sword under. So vibes were high to start.
Didn't just miss it. It wedgied.
Yeah, wedgie.
Which is so uncommon, I feel like.
Dude, that happened like 4 times today.
But best case scenario, because you're sweating that under, if he misses it, you might get a tip and a putback. Yeah. But now it goes to the other team with 3 seconds left, so they got to bring it up the floor.
So true.
So it was like the most ideal scenario for that under to hit.
Legacy wedgie.
Speaking of unideal for you.
Yeah.
I sat on a certain couch, say about a week ago, and I said, Furman is beating Virginia.
And I agreed with you, and I liked the play.
And then you walked into the casino after I'd placed my Furman ticket, and you came up to me, and I said, what'd you take? He said, Virginia minus 5.
No, I knew the ML, Bozo pack.
But I thought you also had the 5.5.
No, I didn't take the 5.5. Just 300 on the money line with San Diego State.
Dude, and I sat there thinking, this is dead. I was sweating. I took the spread in the money line. I was sitting there sweating the spread because I was like, damn, like this really about to be a blowout. Like, no way Virginia does this.
Yeah.
We get to like 3 minutes, dude. I'm at the table. Got a fucking napkin in my shirt. Ordered some appetizers because Furman comes back.
Legacy comeback.
Dude, literally legacy comeback. And we got the most March moments of all time.
I don't understand, and maybe you can help me understand, why the fuck are we throwing the ball 40 feet in the air with 3 seconds left in the game?
So I literally just thought of this as I spoke about March being a March moment. Just kids being kids, bro. That's a 20-year-old knowing the game is on the line with 2 guys from the opposite team hounding him. And he's like, fuck, I can't fuck this up. Like, if they steal this ball from me, I'm fucked. And just going if we're in a press break, my center has to be at that half-court line. So I'm just going to fuck this. I'm going to huck this bit. Yeah, no, I mean, all-time bozo move. The kid on Furman walking into the locker room was like, he just threw that up. Like, what, dude? But then also, all-time logo 3.
Oh, I knew that shit was hitting.
Dude, I knew it was
as
wet.
soon as that.
When
as
he
soon as got the
pulled it,
ball,
yeah,
bro.
when he pulled it and set himself, I was like, oh, this is March.
Yep.
I like, threw this up and I was like, March,
Yeah.
March, March.
And then simultaneously, within seconds after that happens, I've got Howard plus 12.5 first half. They're killing it all half.
Dude, killing it.
Killing
I was like,
it.
yo, this might be the game where Kansas lose. I was like, we're about to watch a 1 seed go down. That's what I
And
thought.
They were like winning at the half at one point, and they were keeping it close the whole time. And I'm like, all right, just keep it under 10, please. Shit starts hitting the fan. They're losing it. Right after that Furman buzzer beater, fucking Kansas just goes on a like 10-0 run to close the half, and they won by 13.
Well, dude, we talked about it a little bit, but if you took every favorite spread on the first day, 7 out of the 16 covered, so you'd be down money either way.
Yeah.
So I feel, do we approach day 2 different? Is it now?
I really like the short line coin flip, put your nuts on tape games. Those are like Auburn today. Like you put your nuts on tape for that. I bought in, and it was a good sweat. Never really doubted.
Dude, Maryland was one of the best sweats I've had all year, dude.
That was a really fun sweat.
Unbelievable. The nuts on the neck was just, I mean, you want to talk about tuck me in.
What's that guy's name? Reese?
I don't know, but he looks like Jalen Green.
Fake Jalen Green.
Yeah, fake
Reese
Jalen Green.
on
He's the
Maryland.
guy with the awful free throw form, by the way.
Oh, my God, dude.
Dude, I was sitting there drowning, bro. I was like, Maryland plus 2.5. They're down 15 with 2 points. And this kid's at the line. I was like, dude, if he makes these 2, we're in.
Yeah, and he switched both.
No, he bricked them both.
Oh,
Remember? It was like early game.
Yeah.
Fucking with the hitch. Just clanged them. And I was like, dude, we're dead.
What other legacy calls did you have today? You had Maryland legacies. Furman was a legacy call.
Auburn
was a legacy.
Penn State. And then Arkansas was a fucking dunk.
Air. Freeze air.
Dude, there is also 2 race to 15s.
2 race to 15s.
Electric.
Those are a new wave.
Underrated.
Those are so underrated.
Underrated
I don't know where those
sweat.
were this entire time or last year, but this year, new wave.
It's a good sweat, too, because you like, get the blood
Very
going
fun.
early, dude, you know?
What was the one underdog huge one that hit? It was, who was it?
Well,
There was one towards the end of the day, race to 15.
I took Corpus Christi, and they got smoked in the
It was
in
the one
street.
right before that.
Was it Northern
No,
Kentucky?
It wasn't Northern Kentucky. God damn it. It was Northern Kentucky?
It wasn't even on the sheet. 16-1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Northern
that's
Kentucky
right.
won the race to 15.
Yeah, they did against Houston.
Been a dunk.
Yeah.
Who looked bad, by the way. Like, really bad.
Sasser got hurt again.
Dude, they're done.
Yeah.
Like, done.
Cooked.
Who's in that bracket again? Who's in that side?
I forget, but they did not look good. They looked exactly like they did against Memphis in that conference final, and there wasn't a second of hope or life for that minus 19.5 ticket that I was sweating. That shit was cooked.
I think we can sit here and apologize to Nick that it was always Missouri.
Oh my God, Mizzou sold the
Like,
5E.
I think we can
max.
apologize to Nick for saying all the things we said that were not nice.
Nick doesn't have a mic on this episode, but
We're sorry,
yeah,
man.
no, it was.
I'm not going to make eye contact with you when I
know.
apologize because I don't want to apologize, but I'm sorry.
That was. I mean, fuck.
You deserve the win.
Utah State. They were
Dude,
up.
fuck the Mountain West. Like, how are you going to come into a tournament 0-11 and just get your ass clapped? In every single facet. I think the only Mountain West team to win was San Diego State. Did fucking Boise State win?
No.
No, fucking, what are we doing?
Yeah.
The trends, man. The trends. We're taking Mountain West teams like they're good. Also, I can also admit, the Oral Roberts call, all-time bad call. Didn't know Duke was for real. But they're for real.
Yeah, that never had a pulse either.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say it like that. I mean,
The race to 15 there, it was 15-0.
we didn't even talk about
What?
a certain Ivy League
Oh
school
my
from New
God,
Jersey that decided to walk into March
We both
and
were like,
put their nuts on the table.
I know. That was such an underrated part of the day because we both like went separate ways for a bit. I had to check in the hotel room.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
didn't get to watch that first half. But I did get to watch the last 3 minutes. That shit was crazy.
So I took the first half, did not go well. Then I stayed away from the full game, also did not go well. But here's what I will say. I didn't look into Princeton at all, I'll be honest.
No.
I thought, what Ivy
did?
League school is going to be able to compete with the big rotation that Arizona has? I was like, this is going to be a fucking slaughter. Pound it inside and it's done.
Yeah.
When Arizona came out and Princeton had 2 of the larger gentlemen on the floor, and they didn't just come out, they completely stopped Arizona's big men in the mud. Back of the head, I went, this is going to get scary for Arizona. Because they don't have shooting. Like, there was no, outside of the big men, once they got stopped and there was no ability to control the paint, there was just nothing there to be able to, like, push that comeback. And Princeton was just, I mean, to their credit, I mean, to come out and do that to a team that I had going pretty deep, especially after winning the Pac-12, like coming in hot with 2 of the best big men probably in college basketball right now.
Maybe
do that.
Maybe they do bang books and buckets. That's one of my favorite lines of yours.
Dude, I faded the Ivies all year, and my line was, they don't bang buckets, they bang books. Because in that pregame locker room, that coach is going, listen, Carson, managerial accounting, we need to get that 85 to a 90. All right? Like, that's what they're talking about in the locker room, dude. They're not game planning for Arizona.
No.
They were like, hey, man, it's a great year. Everyone check in with their tutor. And Arizona's like, all right, listen, this is an auto win. We got to come in here. And apparently these kids bang baskets. I mean, I'm excited for them. New Jersey school, that's always fun.
How are there still perfect brackets?
Is there one?
No, there's plenty. There's thousands.
Plenty.
There's thousands. I don't know.
That had Princeton and Furman.
Yes. Dude, after both of those games, there were still 18,000 perfect brackets. I don't know after the last 3 games of the night, but they were majorly favorites.
I'm also in a lot of trouble because there's 2 seeds.
And we're only halfway
I
down.
know, dude. There's a 13 and a 15 seed that can make the Sweet 16 and send me to the Waffle House. And the shame of it is, I'm going to have to bet on Furman.
Yeah.
So if they go through, I'm in the 787 perfect brackets. Wow, that feels like a lot after day 1.
I don't know how that's possible.
And mine's cooked.
I don't know how that's possible. Like, how the
Should we check in on the TFM bracket? Let's see how we did.
There was a perfect bracket in the Book It Sports community group all the way up until fucking Louisiana just lost.
No.
Yeah, they had Princeton, they had Furman, they had all the coin flip games.
They got them all right.
All right until Louisiana.
Dude, we have our entire Final Four is intact in the TFM bracket.
Wow, what is our Final Four again?
Creighton, Duke, Miami, Kansas.
I mean,
The fuck are we doing?
Those teams haven't even played yet.
I mean, what were we doing? We called the Furman call, though.
Princeton's the only one that the guy missed on the book bracket.
Oh,
Oh,
those
he missed Princeton?
dirty
Oh.
It was
Ivies.
a different one, but he was the only one that missed that.
Oh,
That's shameful.
that's tough.
That sucks.
That's tough.
I got to spend some time with Lisa Ann before the
Yes.
interview.
How did that go?
Dude, super excited. She might be one of the coolest people I've ever met.
Wow.
Just people in general. I mean, yeah, I feel like you go into that with certain expectations about what it might be like. Couldn't be more excited to interview someone if I tried to be.
Were you like sweating out bets and shit with her or what?
Well, I had Arkansas, so that wasn't really a sweat. So we were just really just chopping it up. Like, I was like, can we take a photo? And she was like, absolutely. I was like, do you mind if we do a TikTok real quick? And she was like, absolutely. And she was just kind of asking me how I got started in, then I asked her how she got started. And I held a lot of my questions because I want to ask a lot of them on Saturday about the industry and stuff like that. But for the viewers out there, get excited because I asked her, can we ask you anything? Like, is everything on the table? And she was like, there's not a question you can ask me that I won't have an answer for.
Can you address the slight earthquake that was going on during that video?
There was a 9.1 magnitude earthquake at the filming of the TikTok. No, I naturally have really shaky hands. Like, I do. I don't know what it is. Probably because I'm going to go down early. But it's probably something I should get checked out.
You probably should.
The shaking is nuts.
Probably should get checked.
But when we got in there, Nick and I quickly put away, I think it was 2 vodka lemonades after already being a little drunk. And then you've got Lisa Ann behind you, like really excited about doing a TikTok and being like,
I feel it's a mix of emotions.
but dude, you know what was fucking me up, dude? She was excited to meet me. She's like, I'm so excited we're meeting. Like, you have no idea. Like, this is literally like, I cannot believe I'm meeting you in person. And I was like, you're lying.
What?
So that's going on in the back. Yeah, dude, that's because she was like, you have no idea. Like, I've literally, like, I can't believe we're finally meeting in person.
That's so high.
Dude, nuts, dude. So that's in the back of my head.
Wait, so are you still doing the, like, if you win a game or if you win a bet, you take her to dinner?
Yeah.
What's the bet?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the slate because it's going to be the Saturday game. It's going to be second
You're gonna
round.
have to reach 9 feet deep in your bag.
It's got to be a donkey.
It's got to be
an all-time donkey. I might
Talk
take a
about-
minus 300 money on
Talk
it.
about meat on tape. It's going to need to be on the tape.
It might have to be an over.
It might have to be, especially after that caption.
It might have to be an over.
That
She came up with that.
Like, I fell in love with the over or some shit like that.
She was like, when the over meets the under. That was her caption she
Why
came
is
up
she
with.
the under?
Let me just think about that for a second. Just take a quick 5 for that one. Think about why she might be the under.
Clever. Clever.
That's clever of you. No, but I was the shaking was, someone's work you admire, and then you meet them in person, and they're down to film a TikTok, and you already have shaky hands, and you start recording, and you're like, I'm going to say this, and you just say whatever you want, and the first thing she says is, there's no one else's bets I'd rather tail. I was there was never not going to be the fucking vilely shaking hands.
Did you admire her work growing up?
So we spoke of this, not me and her, but Nick and I spoke of this. I've for sure, like, couldn't be more right about the training wheels. I think she might have been the first video I ever watched. I feel like you get broken in on the Lisa Ann. Your buddies find out about porn, and they're like, "Hey man, you got to check out Lisa Ann," and you're like, gonna do some research, and it was always her.
Is she on, like, your Mount Rushmore of?
I mean, she's Jordan. I feel.
Is she Jordan?
You don't think she's Jordan?
I can't think of anyone that would be the LeBron to her Jordan. Johnny Sins. Rachel Starr.
Rachel Starr's
Johnny
up
Sins
there.
is in the Hall of Fame.
I can't believe you were like Mount Rushmore of porn stars. I thought you were gonna be like, these are my go-tos, and you said Johnny Sins. Just really appreciate his woodwork he does. It's like real good work.
I admire his art.
All-time dick, sure. I mean, he really gets it done.
He's really been around the block. He's tested all the training wheels.
He spun it twice, like there was nowhere to park in the porn industry. He's been all over them. Johnny Sins interview coming next. Could you imagine?
Honestly,
Could you imagine?
fucking
John, be honest with me, man. How big is it? No, but I'm really excited for the Lisa Ann interview. I think the viewers should be really excited. We had a crazy day one. I was just going through the games. I mean, we talked through the upsets. We got a crazy couple of games coming up in the next couple days. But I'm gonna give you my 3 teams to watch out for from today. If you want to go through the games, to give me yours as well. But listen, I think the 3 teams to watch out for today when thinking about betting in the future, I think 1 is going to be this Arkansas team. I mean, for a group of freshmen to kind of come in here and really just beat the dog shit out of Illinois, like, it really never was close. These kids have matured so quick, and I think Nick made a great point too. If Nick Smith doesn't get injured, he probably rivals, if not beats, Brandon Miller for player of the year in the SEC. When you think about how unconscious Brandon Miller was this year.
Did Brandon Miller have 0 points?
Yeah,
today?
dude, they held him to 0.
What the fuck?
And they still clapped.
I almost bombed his over 20 points.
I mean, thank God.
Oh my God.
I mean, thank God.
How did he have no points?
I have no idea,
Did he
because the
not
boys
play?
on the island must have schemed. They were like, Brandon doesn't score today.
But we're still going to lose by 58.
Yeah, but they covered. A
Oh, they
legacy
covered?
cover at the end.
Oh, that's right. Damn,
Ross,
yeah,
our guy
yeah,
Ross.
yeah.
Shout out Ross on the Island boys. Fucking, he went and got the ball. They were dribbling it out, and he was like, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. And then just yucked one for the Cov.
Wow.
Legacy.
Wait, speaking about dogs covering spreads, the dude on Furman, you're interacting with him?
Oh, yeah, Mike Bothwell. We're going to have Mike Bothwell on the show. He said maybe after the weekend. So I was like going crazy for him on Twitter or whatever. And then out of nowhere, he just followed me back on Instagram. And I was like, well, I feel like now that we do podcasting, I just slid in. I was like, yo, good win today. Like, way to put one on their head. Like, big fan, would love to get you on our podcast. And he was like, would love to do it. And I was like, whenever you have free time. And he was like, maybe after this weekend. And I was like, perfect.
I'm going to have to call him out for selling our fucking prize picks.
I mean, yeah, that's okay. I'm more so, I'm going to be like, what was the environment like in a March Madness upset? And you're going to be like, listen,
how
you
the fuck
fucking
you foul out in round
bozo. Yeah, dude, I would love to ask that. Like, what do you do when you are the guy and you foul out? Like, are you
How do
sitting
you
there
feel just fouling out knowing you sold coin?
letting your team down? and millions
bettors. And bettors.
and millions everywhere. Teams to watch. Arkansas is my number one out of today. I'm not going to say Maryland, even though they covered that. I don't think either of those teams are as good as that game might have looked. I think Duke might be for real, but it's also Oral Roberts, so I feel like you don't really know. Outside of that, I hate to say it because I love them and I don't want to put the pressure on them, especially because I have certain ties to the other school. But Penn State is really dangerous right now.
Yeah, they looked phenomenal.
Dude, they scored every level.
Yeah,
every single level, dude.
They were playing great defense.
That might be one of my favorite games to watch is going to be Texas-Penn State because Texas looked unconscious and Penn State looked like they're going to be one of the better teams in the tournament.
No, Texas, I was going to say some of the teams I thought looked great today. Texas definitely
Texas looked phenomenal.
They were playing Colgate, so grain of salt, but still.
Yeah, grain of salt.
They still looked great. Chemistry was there. I just saw another team. -5.5.
Wow,
for Texas.
-5.5 against Penn State. That's kind of a lot of points.
That could be a donk.
That
could be a donk.
I'm going to have to look into that. That seems like a lot of points.
No, moneyline Bozo Pack. They're not losing.
All right, you just lost. Texas just lost. Texas literally just lost. I cannot believe Texas just lost like that. I can't believe you just did that. I literally can't. You just Virginia, Texas. I'm nuking Penn State.
No, you're not.
I'm going to put a donk on Penn State now after you just did that.
Make that your Lisa bet.
No, that game's already going to. Oh, wow, that game's not going to happen yet. I'm not going to put on a Big Ten school. It's going to be Providence because we're going to beat Kentucky.
Oh, my goodness.
I will talk to you about the Frogs and then we'll wrap.
Frogs tomorrow can be
because I think this episode will drop after the Frogs game. So tell me how you're feeling going into March after watching what went down today. How you feel about getting Arizona State, who we watched pretty much put their balls on Nevada? Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh my God!
All-time bad bet was Trent taking Nevada +3.
I bombed Nevada with all the confidence in the world. Arizona State came out and mollywopped them by 50. So going into this game against the Frogs, obviously slightly concerned after what we witnessed against the Wolfpack. But no, I'm still feeling confident, feeling good about that. Still feeling good about the Frogs. I'm going to be nuking them tomorrow.
I feel good about them too.
If they don't win, I'm going to be in fucking piss and shambles. So they better win.
And I mean, tomorrow could increase the chances of the 13 seed bet. Just to reiterate for those that may not have caught it. If a 13 through 16 seed advances to the Sweet 16, I have to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House, and every waffle I eat takes down an hour.
Dude.
But if they don't, you have to. But San Diego State Furman, great matchup. Princeton Mizzou, with how big Princeton is, could cause Mizzou some problems.
I don't know,
so you're looking good.
That dude Kobe's literally Kobe.
He's unconscious, dude.
He's a beast.
Even though but when, he didn't even score the most. Des Moines Hodge dropped a 23 piece, dude.
I know, but I don't know. He just looks way bigger than everybody on the floor and fucking.
He's got that thick boy build.
Yeah. You remind me of a Julius Randle for some reason.
Yeah, dude, just fucking long.
Just so much bigger and long and can shoot, but also back you down.
Yeah. You love that.
W comparison.
You love that. They're thick and long and just back you down. Just love watching him. That's that classic dad that loves college football. God, I just love watching him back him down. It's just good basketball. Just gets him in the paint. He just backs him down.
I know you hate unders, but first half unders are absolutely electric to sweat.
I was rooting for you, but again, I don't find it enjoyable. I tried to put me in your guys' shoes because I really wanted the group to start off with a win because that would have been the first bet that anyone hit that day. And I was sitting there rooting for it, and I didn't enjoy it. Pulling a 3 and being like, no! or running an offensive set, just being like, burn the clock with 13 minutes left. That's just not fun, dude.
All the
that's
fun.
not. I want run and gun, pull it.
No, bricks and turnovers and fouls.
No, dude, I'm out on you for that. I'm out on you for that.
Gritty, grimy, slutty. Nothing better than just
sloppy, wet basketball. Spot is off the rails on the nut couch.
On the nut couch.
On the nut couch. Dude, first question, Lisa. Is this a couch you would find nuttable? if you were casting couches, would you put this in? We have to. We literally have to ask her
Where do
that.
you rank this couch?
If you're getting banged on a couch and nuts going somewhere, where does this couch rank? Because I can already see a spot right. Did you see that as I did that?
Yeah, that's a nut spot right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of nut on this couch. All right, no, but I think, it's a good first day. I think we have a lot to look forward to. Providence Place, Kentucky. Hopefully next time we take the couch, we've done what I think a lot of people are thinking is impossible with the way we've been playing lately. But we got a lot of basketball ahead of us. Kind of on a little heat. I'm going to try to stay hot.
You're
I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm going to just try to stay.
You're in prime March form.
Staying safe. That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't know why I didn't tap into more. I tapped into Auburn. Thankfully, nuked it. So I'm going to have to keep tapping in a little more.
Yeah, and for those that are wondering, when Tret sweats bets, this is what it looks like.
First basket. Fuck. Shit's cookie.
And if
GG.
something goes wrong,
It's like, all right, what's the next nuke?
so the best course of action I found is just leaving you alone, because I have a tendency to just talk too much, and I feel like when you bet, there's just like, I don't know what's going on up there, but it seems like if something wrong is said, there might be a blade, and it might find its way into my body. So I just leave you alone. But I saw you were drowning, and I felt hot. I just went over to you and I was like, listen, man, it's a long day. There's plenty weekend left. But if you want to get out of urine, it's Auburn.
Yeah, and I was rushing back to the book to get that in. I got it in 5 minutes before game time.
Dude, and we had no internet while we were hanging out with Lisa, other than like Nick's phone was just getting the scores in. So like I was trying to post it would take like 5 minutes every time. And while like trying to talk to Lisa, I'd be like, Nick, the Auburn score. Nick, what's the Auburn score? And he's like, they're up 9 with a minute left. Like, okay.
Yeah, that was good shit.
So
Keep
about
it up.
your career. No, but yeah, I mean, it was a crazy day. Gonna try to stay hot. It's been fun. We have a lot of fun content coming. Make sure you guys share the pod with a friend. We got the Lisa interview coming up. We got Mike Bothwell coming on soon, hopefully. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming. We got Lisa. We got Mike Bothwell. We're gonna try to get some more people on. But yeah, looking forward to the rest of March. Hopefully we bang some bets. Not books.
Not books.
Yep.
Not books.
It was never the
Fucking
Bucks.
Arizona
Well, it
is
was
banging
always the
some
Bucks.
right now.
Yeah, those kids are literally going back to school to take exams while Princeton is dancing.
Dancing. Grittying. Literally grittying
Dude.
to the next round. Wow, fucking
Dude,
Arizona.
what are we gwittying to the next round? Dude, get me in bed. I need to go to bed. If I see a Princeton kid gritty, I could end it. I saw the Arkansas kids gritty to the board, and I was like, okay, that was cool. If I have to see like Carson on Princeton gritty to the board to put Princeton the next round, I think I'd be good on basketball for the rest of my life. I think you could call quits for me on that one.
Shout out the Kings and Kraken for tucking me in the night.
Oh yeah. Also, like, just so everyone knows at home, in the month of March, where everyone is enjoying some college basketball, just really enjoying the fun, only betting on college basketball, a month dedicated to one sport, Trent goes out of his way to go downstairs in the casino where we are sweating out college basketball bets to place hockey 3-teamers and NBA 2-teamers. You just can't help yourself. You literally can't help
I was so
yourself.
much pissed, man. I'm like, fuck the kids, bro. I need to go back to my professionals.
Fuck them kids, man. Fuck them kids,
I'm
man.
tucked. I'm so back, dude.
It was just vicious. This will be like the last thing I say, but it was just vicious like every time when like, you know, I'm feeling pretty good because I might have hit a couple, and I don't, other than in the moment, I don't like to be like, you know, like hot tickets.
Yeah.
Like bang that. Other than like, you know, when Furman hits, that's huge. When like Maryland cash, that's huge. But then other than that, I don't like to talk about it too much. But just being like, yo, what do you want? He's being like, Houston minus 19.5.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anything else? You got anything else in play?
You got the crack?
I got Virginia money line in the nuke pack. Ooh.
Yeah.
Get the-
I'm gonna need you in your fucking back. I'm gonna need a cracking bowl here pretty soon.
And before we sat down on the couch, just so you guys know, we pretty much sat in here in like silence for like 5 minutes while Nick set everything up because he's a sweetheart. And Just out of the cold silence, Trent goes, I swear to God, if the Kraken don't score, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah, my mood would be so different right now if the Sharks scored.
So that's how that went. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. We got a bunch of fun stuff coming. It was a great first day of March Madness. Definitely exhausted, doing 6 a.m. shifts to 11. But that's what the month of March is made for.
Month of March.
Also collected some cards on the strip. I think we should show them next episode. Maybe not this episode, but we collected.
GG's.
Well, whoever gets those millions of dollars worth, double prisms, 1999's vintage. Some of them.
They were just.
They were just naked strippers on cards. That's a $99 special. So that was it.
I might have to give it a call.
All right. But yeah, this has been another episode of TFM Bets. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you share the pod with a friend. This episode is live from the Nut Couch. We're going to have Lisa on the Nut Couch and chair. We've got a side chair that doesn't look as nuttable, I'll be honest. This purple does seem nuttable when I look at the brown.
Yeah.
That just looks like an off color.
No, the color really makes the nut pop.
You know what? I could nut on this. I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest.
like
I was out on it until I looked at that chair and was like, you know what? If I was nutting on a surface that wasn't a bed, I'd be this couch.
Yeah.
I got to stop hanging out with porn stars.
Yeah, you do.
I'm way we're talking about nutting on couches. All right. Tell them where they can find you.
You can follow some free fades on the Twitter account at Book It with Trent and TikTok at Book It with Trent, and follow the Twitch channel at Book It Sports.
Yeah, the surgical stream, make sure you tap in. We're going to have Lisa Ann on there as well, and Tyler Hansbrough's been popping on, so make sure you guys check that out. You can find me, Mikey, over everywhere, and then on Instagram, michael.j.overs. This has been another episode from the Mobile Dojo, and we appreciate you. Sorry again, Nick. I won't make eye contact when I apologize, so I'm sorry.
We'll be seeing.
BCs.